Stakeholders are individuals or groups that have interests, rights, or ownership in an organization. Stakeholders who have similar interests and rights are said to belong to the same stakeholder group. There are five major groups of stakeholders: shareholders, employees, customers, the community, and the general society. Each has an interest in how organizations perform and is interdependent with them. These stakeholder groups can benefit from a company's success and can be harmed by its failures and mistakes. Similarly, the organization has an interest in maintaining the general well-being and effectiveness of these stakeholder groups. If one or more stakeholder groups were to break up their relationships with the organization, remember that the organization would also suffer. To give us some clarifications on the relationships of each stakeholder groups in the organization, let's discuss it one by one. Despite increasing social perceptions that business has obligations to a number of constituencies, there is still general agreement that the primary role of the management in publicly held corporations is to earn profits and dividends for shareholders. The shareholders are fulfilled a crucial role by providing the capital that allows the corporation to survive and grow. As a result, shareholders may expect management to operate the business in such a way that the shareholders are provided with the largest possible return on their investment, both through dividends and increasing stock value. The employee is defined who is a person hired to provide services to a company on a regular basis in exchange for compensation, and who does not provide these services as part of an independent business. At a minimum, business firms and other organizations need to honor specific agreements made with employees and obey laws relating to employee-employer relationships. Recent years have witnessed a growing number of laws and government regulations that specify employer responsibilities in such areas as equal employment, pensions and benefits, and health and safety. The increasing number of laws relating to employment reflects public displeasure regarding abuses on the part of some employers. The customer. A customer, also called client, buyer, or purchaser, is usually used to refer to a current or potential buyer or user of the products given by an individual or organization called the supplier, seller, or vendor. This is typically through purchasing or renting goods or services. However, in certain contexts, the term customer also includes by extension anyone who uses or experiences the services of another. A customer may also be a viewer of the product or service that is being sold despite deciding to not buy them. Although caveat emptor or let the buyer beware was once the motto of many businesses, consumers have come to expect more. Two areas of current social concern regarding consumers are health and safety issues and false and/or misleading advertising. The fourth stakeholder is the community. In reference to social responsibility, an organization's community is its area of local business influence. Most communities have social needs that extend beyond the available resources. As a result, business is likely to receive more requests for assistance than it is reasonable to honor, necessitating priorities of giving. Companies often are particularly generous to the areas in which their headquarters are based. Hence, takeovers by more distant parents can reduce company donations for community purposes. The fifth major stakeholder group is the society. Society is the manner or condition in which the members of a community live together for their mutual benefit. By extension, society denotes the people of a region or country, sometimes even the world taken as a whole. Used in the sense of an association, a society is a body of individuals outlined by the bounds of functional interdependence, possibly comprising characteristics such as national or cultural identity, social solidarity, languages, or hierarchical organization. Social responsibility at the societal level encompasses issues at regional and national levels. Multinational corporations are likely to face differing expectations regarding their social responsibilities in the various nations in which they do business. There are three major counter-arguments of social responsibility to society. One is the anti-freeloader argument. This indicates that since businesses benefit from a better society, they should bear part of the cost by actively working to bring about solutions to social problems. Two is the capacity argument, that states that the private sector, because of its considerable economic and human resources, must make up for recent government cutbacks in social programs. The third one is the enlightened self-interest argument. This holds that business exists at a society's pleasures and that for their own legitimacy and survival, businesses should meet the expectations of the public regarding social responsibility. Otherwise, they are likely eventually suffer financially and go out of business. This latter argument is related to the iron law of responsibility, which states that, in the long run, those who do not use power in a manner that society considers responsible will tend to lose it. In conclusion, even though ethical problems in organizations continue to greatly concern society, organizations, and individuals, the potential impact that organizational culture can have on ethical behavior has not really been explored. The challenge of ethical behavior must be met by organizations if they are truly concerned about survival and competitiveness. What is needed in today's complicated times is for more organizations to step forward and operate with strong, positive, and ethical cultures. Organizations have to ensure that their employees know how to deal with ethical issues in their everyday work lives. As a result, when the ethical climate is clear and positive, everyone will know what is expected of them when inevitable ethical dilemmas occur. This can give employees the confidence to be on the lookout for unethical behavior and act with the understanding that what they are doing is considered correct and will be supported by top management and the entire organization. Here are some inspirational quotes with regard to ethics. According to Abraham Lincoln, "When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion." While according to Albert Einstein, "I do not believe in the immortality of the individual, and I consider ethics to be an exclusively human concern without any superhuman authority behind it." Thank you, everyone.